Hello, everybody. Um, yeah. So, what about the Bitcoin price? Huh? It's been going crazy. Uh, yeah. Check this out. Oh yeah, those are all my trades. These are 4-hour ticks on here. You can see I'm not a very good trader. Well, okay. I guess you could say that, but you never know. It's gambling. It's gambling. Over here is doing my thing. Yeah, it's working all right. See, and you can't see the technical indicators that I was using because I was probably trading on the 5-minute scale, so I was probably hitting the lower Bollinger Bands here. Buy, 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 sell, 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 buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. I don't know how that buy got in there, I don't know. Anyway, here's one buy, I don't know. Another sell? Was I freaking out? Yeah, I think... Yeah, 300. Once it started breaking below 300, I started getting a little nervous. I was like, oh, cool, it's going to go back up now. Buy. Nope. When this started happening, you see, I was just like, oh, cool, the price is so low right now. Buy, 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 buy. I was like, cool, it's low. Buy. It's like, oh, it's getting lower. Buy. Oh, it's getting lower. Buy. Man, it's so cheap. Oh, it's gonna keep on going lower, and I better start selling to get in on these cheap prices. Sell, sell, sell. And of course, as soon as I do some big sells, I don't take a full position one way or other. I used to do the all-in thing, but I've learned because this happens every single time. So I'm thinking maybe if I if I make like this middleware that takes all my orders that I make manually and just reverses it. Say, okay, whenever he clicks buy, just flip it to a sell. And just flip it to a sell. So, and then every time he clicks sell, just make it a buy, because that's the only way he's going to actually succeed at trading. Because up here should have been sell, 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 buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. I don't know. And then here's my trades for today, also pretty small, only like $20 trades. Sold here, bought here. So we look at the 5-minute chart and see what was going on here. We hit the top of the Bollinger Band here. As I sat down, I'm not sitting here all day watching this thing. I sit down every once in a while. I'm like, oh, cool. There's we hit the top here, so it's probably gonna go down. And look at that, we did. So it's not like I'm really dumb. It just That's why I want to make a bot, because I'm not sitting here all day. I want the bot to sit here all day and be like, oh, okay, this happened, so this is going to happen next, probably, baby. Anyway. Funny. I can only imagine what kind of stress the long-term and larger holders are feeling. But I've been through some really terrible stuff. I don't know if I've ever talked about my times with, they used to call themselves targeted genetics, but they got, oh wait, that's not it. It's called Amplify Biosciences nowadays. So it's a penny stock now. It used to be above, it was more, it was like, I think I bought in when it was around $3. It was just like a small cap company, and they were doing some really interesting stuff. They were using viruses to like reprogram like local cells in the body to produce medicine. So that was a really neat thing they were doing. So, if you look at the chart here, back in 2007, I wonder, can we make this big? There we go. So you can see it was all the way up to like $6 at one point. But I think I started actively like trying to be a trader in the stock market when I turned 18, because that's when you started getting rights and people started taking you seriously, I guess, in the real world. I don't know. I guess people don't take me seriously anymore anyway. Anyway, let's see here. So in 2007, like, I went all in. It was silly. I was, a young man. I still am, I guess, sort of. I'm getting middle-aged, but I was a young man back then. 2007. Bought in right around this point. it's a little over $3, I guess. And within, you know, a month or a few weeks, it tanked. You know, we went from $3 all the way down here to what is the price? I can't even see. Where is it? Oh, here we go. We lost 50% right there. It's $1.65. I said, "Oh shucks," and I felt really bad about it because someone actually had died during their clinical trials for this virus test. They had some sort of phage, and they had it pumped full of interesting genetic information, and they were trying to treat rheumatoid arthritis in like knees, and I guess in joints. And this lady had a fungal infection in her liver, I believe, or kidneys. I don't know. I think it was liver, and something happened. I don't know exactly what the complication was, but the fungal infection flared up while she was in the office where they were doing the tests or doing the trial, and she passed away. That's what caused the major crash. So I guess the thing was, I should have probably got out here, you know, but not very smart. I don't know. I just mean, like, I was an inexperienced trader and I don't understand these things. So I went down. I just said, okay, I'll just hold it long term. And year passed, another year passed, another year passed, another year passed, and it just kept going down and down. You know, at one point it was 8 cents right here in 2011, 8 cents. Still holding. Oh, it went up to 27. So it was neat seeing these nice moves, but nothing near my $3 that I entered. You know. So in 2013, 2 years ago, launched up. I was really excited. I was like, wow, maybe it's going to actually go somewhere. It's going to hit $10 and I'll actually have a good chunk of change and I'll be happy man. But it went down and it went down again. So I think I exited around 20 cents completely. You know, it just said, forget this. I'm exiting. And so I lost a lot, if that wasn't clear. And now I decided, since it was just, I had separated my emotions from this capital, I decided just to throw it into something else that was extremely risky. So, my viewers, now you can know one of my long positions on the actual stock market. Very, very risky trader yet again, but I guess it's just, I like that. I like my emotional turmoils. I'm always in some sort of emotional turmoil. So anyway, I entered QTMM this year, or no, last year, when it was around 24. So probably in October here. So I entered in October. And you can see I've been through a little bit of a scare here. Lost 50% yet again right here. See, in December, or I don't want to call it the underlying since it isn't options or anything, but the asset stock lost value on the open market. But we'll see how it goes. It seems like they're actually doing something, which is nice. They've increased their lab space by 4, and they quadrupled the lab space and their scientists by 4, and all that. And there's at CES this year, there's been a lot of talk about the quantum dot displays, using quantum dots to enhance the color of the displays. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to be a big player in this, or if they're just going to be some sort of company that produces quantum dots for researchers, or if they can scale up fast enough to produce for some big companies. But it's just a huge gamble, this. I am shrugging my shoulders and saying, whatever. Looks like we're still going down here. 5-minute chart. I like the 5-minute chart. So I'm thinking about rewriting my strategy to actually just check maybe every 60 seconds and calculate the Bollinger Bands on 5-minute interval, which we're looking at here, and cancel all the orders and replace the orders on the Bollinger Bands here. So every 60 seconds, so every one of these ticks we have a potential of making 5 trades. We will place an order up here and place an order down here. So you can see we would execute an order, a buy order here, and then we would have executed some sell orders as we moved up here. Maybe a buy order here, and maybe we would have hit the a sell order right here on this dot. And those are nice. And here's another one, and another one. What I really need to do is set up a back testing framework. I used to like RSI. Well, I still do. It's just, it's sort of crazy right now. Like, see, RSI is nice if the bottom doesn't hit the Bollinger Band. So I'm thinking, like, one of my strategies, or one of my thoughts I've been, or some of the thoughts I've been thinking, have been related to taking these curves you see, like the RSI and the Bollinger Bands and the not so much the EMA or SMA, like the moving averages. That's what those stand for. Simple moving average or exponential moving average. Exponential moving average is where the line, like these lines here. Let me turn off some of these indicators. So let's turn off the Bollinger Bands, and we have 3 EMA lines here: 10, 21, and 100. And those numbers stand for how far back, or how big the window is that you're doing the average over. So right here on this one, the most smooth EMA, I guess this purplish one, has a window of 100. So each one of these points, each one of these ticks, it's averaging the last 100 prices or closes of the prices and plotting that point. So that's why it's smoother than, say, the what are the other ones? 21 day or 21 tick. So it's 21 times 5 minutes. So that's the blue one because it's a little smoother. So it's 21. It averages and it plots that average. And then this one's the 5 or 10. I forget. 10. So the orange one is the 10, and it just averages the close of each of these ticks over 10 and plots that point, moves forward one, and then, you know, it drops off that last close. So that's why you get sort of the smoother line, so you can sort of pick out the trends a little bit easier, I suppose. Anyway, had to take a break there. 5-minute scale, you can see one of my orders executed here when it dropped below the Bollinger Band, but directly after, of course, we buy, and what happens? It falls down sub 200. Of course. But that's the name of the game. Now you have to ask yourselves, do we want to buy here? I'm going to buy here. I'm just looking at what potential supports. Like here, 187. Is it going all the way back down to 162? Anyway, EMA, it's a simple moving average like I was describing, but then the prices near that are more recent are weighted more. So it's exponentially weighted more closer to the present, the closed prices, if that makes sense. So in the 100 window EMA, it exponentially drops off. So just pretend like those prices near the end are multiplied like by 0.001, and the ones at the front are multiplied by just 1. Okay, well, this video has gone on long enough. I'm starting to wear down myself, so I have a lot more to talk about, I suppose, but we'll throw this together and throw it up on the channel. Haven't talked about the slugs in a while. Peptides are way too expensive for me to be injecting them into slugs. What other stuff? Oh yeah, I have a 3D shop, 3D print shop on Shapeways just opened up, and my first product there, and Insanity 54, Chris up in Washington, as I call him. he bought one of my pieces, so I'll have to. I'm actually working on another piece. Started it last night. Got the Apple of Discord here. Yeah. It was late last night and I wasn't thinking straight, and after I had done this I realized that, oh yeah, that's backwards. So I'm gonna have to redo all that. Anyway, I plan on, this is gonna be a hollow apple, and we're going to cut these letters, Callisti, into it. Anyway, I guess I'll talk you later. Adios, amigos. Good luck in your adventures.